Hi everyone, welcome back to the Science Online lesson. Today we are going to start a new unit, Inside Materials. Let us begin the first lesson of this unit, Inside Gases, page 68 to 69. Lesson objective: to identify why gases spread out. To discuss about gas particles. Open page 68 in your textbook. Gases, remember them. Connor turns on a Bunsen burner. Do you know what is Bunsen burner? It is a small adjustable gas burner that is used in science lab. I'll show you the picture. This is the picture of a Bunsen burner. Okay, he turns on a Bunsen burner. He can't light the gas. He is not able to light the gas. Soon the whole room smells bad. Why does the smell spread so quickly? Gases consist of tiny particles. We know that in gases, the atoms are arranged far apart in a random manner. You have learned about this in grade 7. The particles are separate from each other and they move around quickly. As they move around, they spread out. And this process is called diffusion. Bunsen burner gas is mainly methane. Have you ever experienced the smell of a cooking gas? Does it smell good or bad? Of course, it has a bad smell, right? Actually, the gas doesn't have smell. They are mixing some chemical so that there will be a smell. The gas companies mix methane ethanol with the methane. When methane ethanol particles enter your nose, you detect a bad smell. Let us summarize what is diffusion. It is the way particles in liquids and gases mix or spread out by themselves. Gases diffuse because their particles are not attracted to each other. Why do you think gas companies mix a smelly gas with methane? The answer is so that it is easy for people to detect the gas by smell if there is any gas leak. You know that if there is any gas leak and if there is any spark of fire or something, what will happen? It will explode. In order to avoid it, what is the gas companies mix a smelly gas with methane. The particles of every material are different. We know that, right? But they all consist of atoms. Some particles have only one atom, but most of the particles have more than one type of atom. Hope you remember about noble gases, which we had learned in first term. Helium is an example for noble gas. It is gas at room temperature. Its particles are single helium atoms. Okay, each atom moves around on its own. Think helium. Helium is a person. Think helium is a person, and he doesn't have any friend. Everywhere he go, he'll go alone. He doesn't want to go with friends. Okay, helium is like that. Helium atom is like that. Everywhere it goes, it travels as a single person. Okay, it is not attracted to any other atoms. He doesn't have any friend. So its atoms spread out easily. So it can travel everywhere easily. You can picture a helium atom as a single sphere. It has a single sphere. A helium-filled balloon contains millions of these tiny spheres, all separate from each other. It has so much of helium, the balloon has so much of helium atoms which are separated from each other. Helium is in the noble gas group of elements that you have learned in the previous term, along with neon, argon, krypton and xenon. All these are noble gases. All the noble gases exist as single atoms. Okay, they don't have any friends. They always exist as single atom. Oxygen. Oxygen is also an element like helium, but the thing is that oxygen does not exist as single atom. Oxygen has a brother. Okay, oxygen doesn't travel alone everywhere. Whenever it goes somewhere, oxygen always travel or oxygen always exists with its twin brother. Okay, think oxygen as a person. He has a twin brother. It will be identical. It will be like two twin brothers. Its atoms go round in twos. These are molecules of oxygen. A molecule is a group of atoms that are tightly joined up. An oxygen molecule consists of two identical oxygen atoms. It has two identical oxygen atoms. Scientists use formula to represent molecules. What is the formula for oxygen? It's O2 because it has two oxygen atoms. The little 2 shows that there are two oxygen atoms in the molecule. Have you ever played with a Lego brick? I think most of you have played it. One Lego brick, we can represent an oxygen molecule. We can understand how an oxygen molecule is. One Lego brick represents an oxygen molecule. Two Lego bricks, when there is two Lego bricks, what happens? It represents an oxygen molecule. But atoms are actually more like spheres. It's like sphere. So we often use spheres to represent atoms. Here one sphere represents a single oxygen atom. Two spheres joined together show an oxygen molecule. It shows an oxygen molecule. The atoms inside an oxygen molecule are strongly attracted to each other, but the oxygen molecules are not attracted to other oxygen molecules. I told you the twin brothers they both will be together. It is not combined to other oxygen molecules. So like helium, they easily spread out from each other. It is very difficult to split molecules to get atoms. We cannot split the molecules to get the atoms, but they do split up in chemical reactions. But during chemical reactions, they will split up. So when oxygen reacts, its molecules split into two oxygen atoms. The atoms join to atoms of other element to make compounds. You have already learned about elements, compounds. What is the difference between element and compound? Okay. Can you give an example for compound? Of course, carbon dioxide is an example. So when carbon burns in oxygen, carbon and oxygen atoms join together to make carbon dioxide. Now, what is a molecule? A molecule is a group of atoms that are tightly joined up. Then what is a compound? A compound is a substance formed by the chemical combination of elements in fixed proportion. A molecule has only one type of atom. Like if it is oxygen, it has only oxygen. While a compound has more than one type of atom. Compound example is carbon dioxide. It has two elements in it, right? It has carbon as well as oxygen. So it is an example for compound. Many compounds exist as molecules. A lot of these are gases or liquids. For example, a carbon dioxide molecule contains one carbon atom strongly combined to two oxygen atoms. Okay, you can see here the picture of a carbon dioxide molecule. Here we can see that there is one carbon atom and it is joined to two oxygen atoms. The red is oxygen and the gray one is carbon. This is the structure of a carbon dioxide molecule. Nitrogen gas exists as molecules. Each molecule contains two nitrogen atoms. Write the formula for nitrogen gas. Can you write the formula? Do you know the symbol for nitrogen? It is N. How many atoms are there in nitrogen molecules? 2. So we can write it as N2. How many atoms in total are in carbon dioxide atom? Here we can see that 1, 2, 3. How many atoms are there? There are 3 atoms. So the answer is 3. Now let us see a video to understand the difference between molecule and compound.
And today we will be studying the difference between a molecule and a compound. A molecule is formed when two or more atoms join together. A compound is a molecule that contains at least two different elements. So, a molecule can consist of two or more atoms of the same element joined together. But a compound must always have at least two atoms of different elements joined together. Therefore, you can say that all compounds are molecules, but not all molecules are compounds. For example, oxygen gas is not a compound because it only consists of one type of element. But carbon dioxide is a compound because it consists of atoms of different elements joined together, carbon and oxygen.
Hope you understood the difference between compound and molecule. I have uploaded the notes along with the video. Please write the notes in the science notebook and submit it on or before 20 April, Monday. Please send the notes through Edunation. Also send it as a personal message, not as a like the group message. Okay. Thank you.